I usually have to do a process of like turning OBS on, turning Minecraft on, seeing if they'll be friends, and then Minecraft crashes, and then I have to turn it on again, and then it crashes, and then I have to turn it on again, and then it plays nice. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're in. Cool. Okay. What is waiting for us today on the Haven SMP? Hello? Hello? Can I help you? That is my name, yes? You're not... Are you alright? Hello?
I'm not alright.
You seem... You feel... There's something very wrong.
Oh, insightful. Would you like to guess what's wrong?
Would you like me to? This feels like a bit of a trap.
This is not a rhetorical question. Would you like to guess what's wrong?
Well... I would say that there's something... I don't normally just feel things walking down the street, being this far away from somebody and not being near any of my equipment. It feels like there's something, a magic that shouldn't be there, lodged very, very deeply in whatever form your physical form is, and it's very, very loud.
Yeah, it's my raw sex appeal. None of that shit matters. Listen. Here's what's wrong. I am a bit angry. I am a bit upset about something that happened recently involving you.
Oh?
And we're gonna have a talk about it, alright?
Are we? Alright.
I assume you're familiar with a close associate of mine. Associate, that's a bit business-like. Let's call it what it is. I'm friends with a person called Mom. They've been a very good friend to me. Very generous to the community. In fact, they recently earned the title of Official Community Organizer. They are, without a doubt, probably the best person I've met so far in this place. And recently, something happened to make them very upset. And that makes me upset. I just wanted to circle back around and make sure that everything's stable in this relationship. I'm just very quietly intimidated here.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the intimidation. Wait, okay, say something.
Figaro.
Alright, does sleep sound better?
Hello.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Broadcasting out to the universe.
Is this better?
Okay, I think you're louder. I'll keep an eye on my chat. Alright.
That's where was I? Right. I want this situation to be stable. So, tell me what you're going to do next about this whole thing.
Why should I tell you?
Oh, because if you don't, I'll be very upset with you.
Is that a threat?
Not exactly.
What are the consequences of you being upset at me? someday. I don't normally discuss other people's matters with anyone who walks by.
Times are changing, and I'm not just anybody who's happened to be walking by. I'm one of Moth's very close friends, and it turns out that that is a strange and liquid title to have, because the person who hired you was apparently also Moth's friend. Hard to believe.
Hired me?
That's what I've been told.
Sorry, Sleep.
So,
I have to turn you up again.
okay, god damn it.
Turn him up in Discord and start over. Okay.
Hello.
Do I turn up my... Oops, no, it's not my...
Scuffed stream.
I'm so sorry. This is what I get for not, like, for just hitting the stream button. Start stream button. I know, it's really disruptive to the threat that you're doing. If I turn up my desktop audio, I don't know how to turn someone up, like, other people's voices up on Discord. Okay, say something.
Test. Hold on, let me fiddle with my... Is this better? Is this any better?
And here's my voice to compare and contrast.
Hello?
August says, he's porcelain, you could shatter him. Bum, 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 bum. Moth says, turn him up on Discord and start over. Not saying this just because I got complimented.
Are they calling for a full scene reset?
Are we resetting the whole scene?
I can do it if need be.
What do you say? Is it
I'm about to be shot.
salvageable? Okay. Feedback. Are we audible?
Are we audible?
Right click his name in voice. Oh, okay. Oh my god, there's the volume right there. Okay, now you're up as loud as you can be.
Okay, there you go.
I know how to use Discord. Okay.
Assumed you were doing that.
I was just turning my desktop audio up on OBS. Okay. You are all the way turned up.
Okay. Where were we?
We were at, why would I... Oh, hired me.
Oh, yes.
Who do you think hired me? I can't be hired. August.
I know. Hired? What do you mean you can't be hired?
I don't work for money. I don't have clients.
You don't... What kind of sorry-ass curse breaker are you? Are you doing this for community service?
Yes, that's the purpose of
charity?
That's the purpose of a curse breaker. If you could hire yourself out, you could extort anyone who doesn't know what's the right from left. You could extort anyone. It's immoral to take services for curse breaking. I mean, to take money for services in terms of curse breaking.
You're lying.
I'm lying? I'm not. That's the basic tenet. Any child in the paths that I walked would know that.
Are you part of a... Okay. Oh, I mean, that tracks for this goddamn place. Of course we did when I ended up with the weirdest fucking curse breaker there is.
The weirdest fucking... Do you know other curse breakers? Because I seem to be the only one here.
Yeah.
You do.
I was hoping... Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Deep Sleep. I'm a funeral director.
Oh, it's your house.
Don't fucking ask me why I'm opening a funeral home in a place where people can't die.
I think I already asked that.
Everybody I've met. Look, I'll tell you later. Here's the point. I made some assumptions when I heard that a curse breaker was hired to investigate my friend. I was surprised to hear them say that not leap into action immediately. Perhaps I should have taken that as a sign that you were atypical, but I suppose I let my biases get ahead of me, so my apologies.
That's all right.
I'd like to repeat my question and get a solid answer. What do you plan to do with my friend?
What do I plan to do with Moth?
Yes.
That isn't, as I said before, that isn't normally something that I would discuss with anyone other than them. But I suppose that it has already become a matter before public discussion, given what happened the other day.
Given August's behavior, let's say what it is.
Yes, given August's behavior. I don't understand why... I don't understand... Well, perhaps that's a matter better discussed with August. Can't do anything without Moth's say-so. I told Moth what I could do, or what I think I could do. And I leave the matter to them as long as they're not hurting anyone on the server. It's not my place to... I can't do anything without their consent. August seemed like they were afraid, and it's my responsibility to protect people, but I can't actually... I think August was confused. I don't think Moth certainly wasn't trying to hurt them.
You are far more perceptive than your peers.
Far more perceptive.
All right. Yes. Insightful, if you will.
It's a bit of a change of tune. You came in here threatening me.
I think I had an improper first impression for you. So, again, my apologies.
Well, it's always rash to act without the proper information. But apologies accepted.
Shut the fuck up. Don't bring your fucking philosophy 101 shit to me.
It's true.
Look, it's... Okay, yeah, at least that checks out. Are you lying about hurting my friend?
No, I don't have... I am not... I try not to hurt people. It's contrary to just about everything that is my purpose. I would like to help fix whatever Moth did to the person that they took. But as I said, I can't do that unless Moth lets me. And this place is pretty fucking cursed. There's a lot of other things that I can keep my hands busy with.
Fine. I'll accept that.
You'll accept it.
Yes, I will.
Are you the local lord? Are you the council? Do you have governance over this land? Or are you just threatening me physically?
I'm not going to threaten you physically. Look, I am not an elected official. I am not one who possesses the divine right of kings. I am a person who cares a lot about his friends. And I am a person who, when necessary, is capable of things. Same as you.
Fair. What kind of things?
You are... We don't need to get into the nitty-gritty. The point is, as long as you're not going to harm my friend without their consent, then I don't see any reason for me to cause any problems for you. And that's what I wanted to find out today. So, I guess that's it.
You said that you've met other curse breakers.
Yes, I have.
On this here? In Haven?
No, just you.
Just me. Yeah, and they were on other worlds, on other servers?
Yes, they were.
And they took money for services.
Yes, they certainly did.
Well, then they couldn't have been of my order.
Congrats on being part of the Good Boy Club.
You're not very nice.
I'm not a big fan of curse breakers, and I'm not a big fan of those who threaten my friends. We're both, so I had to do something about it.
I wasn't threatening.
At least I thought you were. Were you? Weren't you?
No.
A tool used to threaten is still a threat.
You're
I
saying...
appreciate that you're unwilling to harm my friend, that you have some sort of moral superiority to that. But you do need to understand what you were in that situation. You were a weapon of fear, used by somebody willing to hurt others for their own goal. And if you don't have an appreciation for your role in this, then you're going to keep causing harm.
You think that I was being used as a tool.
Exactly.
To what purpose? August was afraid.
August is a freak. A void freak. August was trying to get Moth to jump into the void. They dragged Moth down there. They did all sorts of coercion to try to get them in there. When it didn't work, they came to you to try and drive the point home. You were the blunt end of a threat.
That's certainly not how they represented the situation to me.
Yeah, well, from what I hear, they're a fucking liar.
But I'm not a threat.
What you think of yourself as and what you are tend to be different things. That's true for me, and it's true for you. You were a threat.
August was trying to leverage Moth into stepping into the void.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they need to do that?
I don't know. I haven't met August. I don't know why they're doing this, but they are. They have some kind of obsession.
They are very focused on the void. To the detriment of, well, themselves. Sounds like other people as well. That's a problem. But not one that I can help them with unless they want me to.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fine. Look, Gawain, I don't understand you. You're very different from the Kurzbreakers I've met, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing that you're not ripping people off, and it's a bad thing that you lack the self-awareness to know that people are going to use you to rip people off.
Well, I functioned before. I functioned in a. There was always some sort of rule. There was always something to tell me. There were safeguards in place just so that we wouldn't be used that way. So we wouldn't. So there was no one to. It was free and it was accessible to everybody, and there were rules and overseeing, and there's not any of that here, so I am a bit at ends. I mean, when August came and said, this is a curse and this is harm being done and you have a moral obligation to fix it, I mean, that's the kind of situation that not the kind of situation that I would have trusted myself to evaluate alone before. And now I'm the only one with that knowledge.
I could stand here all day and explain how you just got manipulated, but I don't think it'll help, so just look, I dug a hole over here for you.
Thank you.
Point is, something bad happened, and you were part of it. I'm not gonna say it was your fault. You're just doing what you do. So point is, there is no rules and there is no overhead, and you are the only one who can make these calls. So this community needs to trust you, have the insight to make those calls. And
I hope that it can.
you're not proving yourself quite yet.
Well, it's the largest curse that matters the most to us, isn't it? The one that brought us all here. That's the one that I should be focused on fixing. We should be focused on fixing.
How many people starve while we try to solve world hunger, huh? I mean, sure, like, we need to solve world hunger, but if we don't make the efforts to feed people who are hungry today, then they won't care about seeing a world free from world hunger because they'll have already starved to death.
That's true.
There's something about prevention and treatment and prioritizing it, but don't look at the forest and miss the trees. So.
I think you're right. In that vein, I mean, you say that the curse breakers that you've met, you say you have acquaintance with them, dealings with them, and you say that they've treated you poorly or extorted you or extorted other people around you.
Yeah.
I don't
Something along those lines.
have the requisite skills for extortion, so I mean, I could try my hand.
You could smell it off of me, couldn't you?
Yes, which is rather irregular.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. It's not just my raw sex appeal. There is
I was in doubt of it.
There's something very wrong with me, and it's been that way for a long time, and I just need to live with it. I've tried basically every solution under the sun. I've tried every curse breaker I could get my hands on, and they just couldn't pull it off. And yet they still took all the money they were due in the first place. So I appreciate the offer, but I don't exactly have high expectations.
That seems
I don't have any
reasonable. But I'm not like, as you said, I'm not like any of those other curse breakers. And it seems like whatever my tradition is, it's from a divergent enough culture that it may be significantly different.
Look,
Forest for the trees. You're one of the trees.
Yeah, well, this is a big fucking tree. Look, thanks for lighting the area. I
Doing my part for the community.
don't get cute. Here's, how the fuck do eggs, is there
Eggs?
a chicken on my ladder?
Yes, they're... They're learning.
Hold on. Okay, you know what? You're an employee now.
Your first one?
Yeah, sure. Look, Gawain, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to not be cursed, but I'm also not gonna sit here and pretend that this is something I even remotely trust you to fix.
That's fair.
This is, look. Tell you what. You have not impressed me so far, frankly. You've been hoodwinked into threatening somebody. You have constructed an what is this thing called? The thing with the bones?
A waypoint.
Point.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, I noticed its lack of roof.
Getting bone blocks on this server has proved to be a lot of work.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed you got as many as you have already. Look, it's a very generous offer for you to volunteer to root around in my soul and try and rip out the malignant tumor that I was afflicted with. However, I'd like some, I want to see some more 5-star Yelp reviews before you put me on your operating table.
All right.
So, don't take this the wrong way. The people who tried to help me and took my fucking money didn't exactly do a good job. It took a while for me to recover from what they did to me. So, I want to see if you have the sleight of hand, the aptitude to address this problem without immediately causing me intense physical pain.
That seems fair. As I said, I have plenty of things to turn my hand to. Everybody who ended up here seems to be some kind of cursed.
Oh, dude, the fucking chickens are going bananas behind you.
Holy shit.
Oh, they
was
just
trying-
fucking instantly dispersed.
I was trying to hold the least threatening object on my item bar.
I just saw them clustering in the corner like a moth pit.
It's the...
Okay, look, I'm not sure if you noticed, but my funeral parlor also doesn't have a roof, so I need to go fix that. I'll
You're
keep
coming
my
after
eye
me
on
from
you.
the fact that my waypoint doesn't have a roof.
Yeah, well, criticism. Look, I'm gonna go, and just know that I'm gonna keep an eye on you and what you do, and I'm not even gonna make a secret of that. I want to see how you perform, both with this moth and August situation, and as reference to see if you can.
All right.
Okay, let me tell you something. The last curse breaker who tried to fix what happened to me got very close, and then the curse reached out to him, and he starved to death instantly.
Ah. That's... can happen?
So, yeah, it's a doozy.
Yeah, I've seen things like that.
Well, then you know that some caution is required.
I agree. No, I take your point. There's a lot to figure out here. And it would not... I take your point. It doesn't do to go rooting around unless you know what you're looking for or know that you can deal with what you find.
At least you're smarter than the baseline. Here's some bone meal. I'm gonna go build my house. See you later.
Fun with your roof.
Yeah, have fun with yours. Don't make it out of bones. It'll take too long.
It's gonna be granite. Is it spreading? Is what spreading? Ghost. You say the strangest things sometimes. I don't know what to make of that man. Do you? Oh, that's a lot of bone meal. Well, that'll make the walls higher at least. Ah. If you have any words of advice, I would take them.